Are you okay if I recruit a friend to help us with the song today?
Yeah, let's hear it. Who you got?
This is the show. La 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 la, long lost pals. La 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 la, la 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 la, long lost pals. They happen soon. They do the show.
All right, all right.
It's long lost pals. Ah!
Long Lost Pals, a show of segments.
No, no, we're not just jumping into that shit after that shit.
What's wrong with that?
No, we're talking about your Elmo duet.
We're a family friendly show. So
Are
welcome. No, welcome to Long Lost Pals. A show of segments. Shout out to my boy Elmo. We are in episode 9, feeling fine, and I'm Joey.
All right, what's up, guys? I'm Corinne. I'm not getting over the Elmo.
Hey man, I'm telling you, like I almost got all the characters down pat. So don't be surprised if there's more coming. There might be a Rubber Ducky remix, might be a C is for Cookie remix. So all you folks out there with kids, all 6 of our listeners, 2 of y'all probably got kids. Shout out to y'all. Let's get going. We're gonna start with our bottom 5, and this week we are doing. First of all, bottom 5 is where we do the non-traditional thing of instead of ranking our top 5 of a given category, we list our bottom 5. And this week we're doing television siblings. And just so you know, it can be a cartoon, it can be a show with real life folks. I don't know, with a non-cartoon. It can be whatever. And it's not sets of siblings. It's a brother or a sister that just sucks. And with that being said, do we decide who's going first? Am I going first?
You going first?
I'm going first. And I want to be very specific and let you know with this. My ranking, the order of my ranking is based on trauma. So who do I think has caused the most trauma? Because some of them probably are more relevant to me, but some of them was like, that's not that bad compared to what some of these other fools been doing. So I'm going to first start off with number 5. I'm going with Peter Brady. Did you ever watch the Brady Bunch as a youth? Did you ever tune into Nick at Night?
I remember going to sleep to it, but I wasn't like tuned into
You
it.
didn't miss much. That shit sucked. But anyway, Peter Brady, middle son, right? Middle son dynamic, maybe. He's got to
It's
be.
always it's always the middle child.
So the main reasons he's on there is because there's one episode where he throws the worst pass known to man, made Kenny Pickett look like Jesus Christ. So he takes the snap from his brother
No.
and breaks Marsha's nose. Like that thing is like 15 yards out of the way, the biggest overthrow of the century. And Marsha was the fine sister. Like, and you're a kid, she's the hottie. Even though the show was like 30 years old, she was still the hottie. Breaks her nose. Then there's another episode where he's going through puberty and his voice has this annoying crack. And for some reason, all the siblings are in the studio recording music. And his little, yes, and his part of the song about puberty that they're writing is just for his voice to crack as he's singing. Super cringy. Peter Brady, you heard a baddie and you're annoying. Number 5. Number 4, I'm going with Lisa Simpson. Now, coming as, being somebody who's the least intelligent person in his family, which has only I've gotten worse in the power rankings as I've gotten married. My 2-year-old's definitely going to be smarter than me. Verdict's not on the baby yet. But as someone who's the dumber sibling, I know how it feels to, be overshadowed academically by someone who's really smart. So I feel for Bart, right? Lisa's really smart, got a super nerdy extracurricular activity early on in her life.
Saxophone. She
But
was, bro, you're tripping. Lisa
but
was a
man,
bad
you
bitch.
didn't let me get to the part yet.
Let's hear it.
So the problem, the biggest beef for me is not that, even though that's annoying. There's an episode where Lisa becomes a babysitter, and she's like becoming the hot new neighborhood babysitter, and her parents let her babysit her older brother. So poor Lisa is babysitting 10-year-old Bart. So Bart's clearly giving her the blues, right? Doing everything he can to piss her off. She's got the nerve to tell this man to go to bed. If my little sister, who doesn't exist, I don't have a little sister, told me to go to bed, you know how hot I'd be. So he ends up getting injured. And then he falls down the stairs, gets a knot on his head. He hits it on the door, try to make the knot bigger, passes out. So Lisa needs to take him to the doctor. So instead of, she looks through the yellow pages, instead of finding the good doctor, like where she knows to do a good job, she finds what says confidentiality guaranteed. So she takes him to
Oh,
to Dr. Nick
Dr. Nick?
instead of Dr. Hibbert, just because she doesn't want to get caught up. And then the line's too long. Hey, hello, everybody. The line's too long at Dr. Nick's. So she's pushing this fool in a wheelbarrow. She's got Maggie in a dog cage. Bart ends up falling off a cliff, like in a ravine. And then she gets caught up. Put it this way: you pushing your brother looking like a dead body in a wheelbarrow, got your baby sister in a dog cage, don't want to get him the best care possible because you want to ruin your weak ass babysitting career. Lisa Simpson, you're on my shit list. You're number four. Number three, I'm going with Eddie's older brother from Ed, Ed, and Eddie. So
Okay.
I think I saw this clip later in life. I don't think I ever saw the actual movie. So their series finale, I guess, was like Ed, Ed, and Eddie's Big Picture Show. So it's like a 30-minute television movie.
I
It was
don't
in
remember.
'09, so no wonder I didn't see that shit. We were like
Yeah.
graduating high
I
school.
don't.
I wasn't watching Ed, Ed, and Eddie.
Yeah.
But this whole show, he's just talking about how great his brother is and how cool he is and how he learned everything from his brother. So you finally meet his brother at the very end of this movie. His brother like works at like an amusement park or like one of those, it's probably like a carny to be honest, like one of those traveling carnivals. Lives in the trailer. And everybody, like, I guess Ed and Eddie just done something to piss everybody off, so all the whole neighborhood's chasing after him. They find
Okay.
his brother, and his brother proceeds to beat the shit out of him. The first thing he says is, "Oh, you want to play uncle?" Twists this man's leg, throws him against the trailer door multiple times. Like, this is child abuse at this point because his brother looks grown, just beating the
What?
shit out of a kid. He beats him up so bad that the whole neighborhood takes his side in like battles against the brother. And then on top of that, like at the end, he starts crying. He goes, "I made it all up, Double D. Like this is like my brother was never, my brother never did any of these things. I just wanted people to like me." So he's got this weird ass complex with his brother. It had to be so traumatic that he makes up all these cool stories about his brother that never happened. Brother beats the shit out of him. Appears to be at least a grown man. A little weird for me. Super aggressive violence for a cartoon too. Eddie's brother, number three. And then number two, I'm going Billy Riggins, Friday Night Lights. You ever watch the show?
No, I didn't. But
Fantastic.
I do have a Billy on my list, but keep going.
So I'll try to make this quick. I'm taking too long. So his brother Tim Riggins, one of the stars of the football team. Their parents, I think they just dip on him. I think it's the story. I don't really remember. It's been a while since I watched some of these shows.
Typical.
So his older
Typical.
brother is like raising him, right? This boy's damn near an alcoholic in high school, like just getting hammered every day. And I'm like, I get that you're like kind of like a young adult raising a teenager, but you can do
Yeah.
better than this. So
Yeah.
just not a great role model. There's a part where Tim is like hooking up or getting close to hooking up with his neighbor, who's a grown adult with a child. Problematic in itself because he's supposed to be 16 in this. But then she's like, I can't do this. Starts dating his brother. So his brother starts dating his like almost ex, which is weird. Later in life, they're kind of getting it together. They open up their own auto body shop. And then
Okay.
his brother, he got a stripper pregnant. He ends up marrying her. Not that there's anything wrong with that. But he's got a kid on the way, and he starts getting nervous about supporting the kid. So he turns their auto body shop, into a chop shop. And younger brother's like, oh, I'm just gonna go along with it. My older brother's doing it. I can make some money. They get caught, and Tim takes the fall, so his brother, who's having a kid, doesn't have to go to prison. He lets him take the fall, lets his little brother go to prison. His brother gets out of prison. Tim gets out. Billy's still on some bullshit, hasn't gotten his life together. Look, man, you can't be perfect as a role model, but letting your brother take the fall and go to prison for some bullshit that you let him into, and then not getting your shit together in the time being, Billy Riggins, get your life together. Number one, I'm going with, and this is where the trauma comes into play. I'm going with Viserys Targaryen. So this is Daenerys' brother. He's only in like the first couple episodes. I think I watched the first season back in like 2017.
Viserys, the king.
He's like trying to get the throne back from Robert Baratheon. Either way,
Oh, you're talking about Game of Thrones. Okay, I'm talking
yeah,
about House of Dragon. Okay, back to Game of Thrones. Okay,
Game
I
of
get it.
Thrones. He's her
I
like
see.
older brother. So like the first scene, I'm pretty sure you see him, if I remember correctly, is him like watching her bathe, and like this
Yes.
is her brother, and he's just
Yes.
super perverted and creepy. And I get there's a lot of incest in the show, right? The Lannisters, you might say that's worse because they go all the way, but at least it feels consensual. He's like creeping on her as she's naked, and then he just kind of trades her like a goddamn Pokemon card to what's his face?
Dothraki.
Yeah,
Khal Drago.
Oh, Drago, thank you. Just kind of sells him off. And she's like, I don't want to go type shit. And he's like, just to get the throne back. And then he has a direct quote, supposedly. I saw it online earlier. It sounded familiar. Supposedly he says that he would let his sister be raped by all 40,000 of Drago's men and their horses if it meant getting his throne back.
Yeah,
The
that's
worst sibling
bad.
of all time. I don't think you can get anything worse than that. He's number one. I can't watch that scene again because it was super creepy. He ends up getting molted gold, like melted gold, poured on his head. I think that's how he dies.
I can't remember how he dies, but shout
Bottom
out to
five rated out.
Khaleesi. Shout out to fucking Daenerys for because I can't remember. I can't remember. It's too long back, but I remember him being trash and him being like, nah, bitch, you're about to go slut it. I'm about to slut you out. You know what I'm
Yep.
saying? He was trying to be her pimp. So I see you. The Lisa Simpson hate. I gotta ride for her. That's my bitch. You know what I'm
Crash Out
saying?
pretty
Anyway,
good.
I'm gonna get all right, I'm gonna get into my list. I'm gonna try and go as fast as possible. Did you ever watch Everybody Loves Raymond?
It was one of the shows that come on in the background at my house that I wouldn't really.
Coming in at number 5, Robert Barone, Ray's fucking brother. He was, first of all, he was his older brother. So you should have been the prodigy child.
Big
But he
time.
was Ray's biggest fucking hater. He just hated him. I don't know why. I don't know why. The only thing that I can point to as him hating Ray so much is because their parents loved Ray more. He was the favorite, which I get. I am also the favorite, but you can't hate on the sibling that's the favorite. You just got to be real as fuck. And I can't even tell why they didn't think that Robert was the favorite. He's the older son. He grew up, he took care of shit. You were
He's big
supposed
as
to be
shit.
the
He's
favorite.
like 6'7".
You were supposed to be the favorite. I get it. The only reason that I can see is that he became a cop. His parents said, "It's a cab over here. Fuck you, player." So I don't know why they hated Robert Barone so much, but he was Ray's biggest hater. Fuck that guy. He's number 5 on my list. Number 4. This guy, I don't even have to do much explanation. You're gonna be like, I see it. Scar from The Lion King.
Oh. Well, we're doing movies. You're cheating.
I thought we could do cartoons, or
Or
that's a cartoon. That's cartoon. That's
cartoon
cartoon.
television show. Cheater. Continue.
It counts. It counts. Scar is the worst. First of all, I feel like he's one of the worst Disney villains. This is a fucking cartoon who killed his own brother, set him up, and then tried to kill his nephew twice. His child, baby fucking nephew. Scar is the worst. I can't even, like, you're talking about Viserys, Daenerys' brother. He's like on that level. Like, you literally set your brother up to be killed, took over his fucking kingdom, and tried to kill his son, who is your nephew. This is the baddest of the bad right here.
I would say he's not creeping on him being naked, but all lions are naked all the time. So I guess it doesn't qualify. So
Number 3, I got a fucking hot take for your ass today. Wednesday Addams.
I don't follow that show enough, The Addams Family. I just know the
When
song.
Wednesday Addams was a fucking sadist. She used Pugsley basically as her fucking crash test dummy. She'd be like, "Hey, let's see how fucking big this explosion of fucking C4 would be." And Pugsley, who, poor little sweet Pugsley, who's just a people pleaser, he just didn't know how to say no. He didn't enjoy any of this, but he was just like, okay. He probably was scared that his sister was going to murder him in his sleep because she's fucking insane. He didn't have any other choice. Pugsley was just going along for the ride. I feel bad for the kid. He's just sweet and quiet. Wednesday's not a good sister, bro. She put him in that car and she slammed the door and sends the car into a brick wall every time. I feel bad for the guy. Wednesday Addams, I'm sorry, you're coming in at number 3.
Also, not a great day of the week. So you're named after a pretty trash ass day. Her name's not Saturday or Friday. So maybe she deserves to be pretty weak. Go ahead.
My Billy. You watch Stranger Things?
Yes.
Max's stepbrother, Billy, comes in.
Not bod though. Nice mullet.
Dacker Montgomery is gorgeous, which is why I hate that they casted him as this trash ass character. I don't even know where to start with this guy. He was so fucking bad. He bullied Max, he abused the shit out of her, and got physical with them a couple of times. And Sadie Sink is like this big, and Dacker Montgomery is like this fuck grown ass man. It's like, fam, what? This is your baby sister. You're supposed to be like protecting her. Trash as fuck, racist. He bullied the shit out of Max's boyfriend Lucas, who I love. Bullied the shit out of him just because he clearly didn't like black people. Sir, I don't know what to tell you. You're fucking the worst sibling that could ever fucking be.
He was very
Billy,
sweet Alabama, sweet home Alabama looking. I'm not surprised he's racist.
Right. I cannot remember their last name, but Billy, fuck that guy. So trash. Number 1 on the list. Did you watch The Sopranos?
Absolutely. Fantastic.
Janice Soprano, Tony's sister. First of all, on like outside of like her just throwing a fucking monkey wrench in every plan that he had. Tony is running a fucking organization here. Janice would show up and she would just start doing shit. Hey, in the middle of a mobster meeting, she's like, hey, Tony, I need some money. Ma'am, can you fucking, she would just come in with all this bullshit. That's number one. Number two, she was literally fucking one of Tony's ops and was plotting against him and trying to dethrone him and getting Richie to set him into motion to be dethroned as the Godfather or whatever the fuck. I'm like, sister. And then she just only used Tony and the mob when it was convenient because she ends up killing her husband. Spoilers, I'm sorry, the show's been out for 20 years.
Wow.
She ends up killing the exact guy who she was trying to plot on Tony, overthrowing him, ends up killing him. And who does she call? Can you please come help me get rid of this body? What does he do? Being the good big brother that he is, he helps his fucking shitty ass sister out. Janice, I'm sorry. You're number one on the fucking list, sister. You're a terrible sibling. I hate to say it. That's what it's looking like over here.
I don't have any thoughts besides you cheating the system and doing a movie. I feel like we both took a lot of time, primarily me. So we're going to move on to our next segment, which is the test of time. That's when we look at an old movie, album, or anything from our younger days that ruled and see if they still rule. And this week, instead of an album, we watched the movie Batman Forever, which is from, I believe, 1995. It's the Val Kilmer Batman, starring him, Tommy Lee Jones as Two-Face, Jim Carrey as the Riddler, Nicole Kidman as the love interest, and
the baddest bitch on earth. That's who Nicole Kidman.
Get started. So, well, we're going to do a couple things with this. We're going to say, just like go over what we thought of the movie. We're going to go best scene, worst scene, overall 5-star rating.
All right, I'm going to try and fly through this. Number one, the opening of the movie, Two-Face is robbing the bank or whatever. When Tommy Lee Jones is going, I was like, this is about to be a fucking masterclass in acting. Him, Jim Carrey, tore this motherfucker up. Everything involving them. I was like, fuck, this is so good. This is fucking peak, both of them. Nicole Kidman, baddie alert. Face card did not decline. Sex appeal on 1,000. I don't know if there were like rumors back then with her and Val Kilmer, but goddamn, she was bad as fuck in this movie. I haven't watched it in a while, but Dr. Chase Meridian, baby.
Thank you for saying the name. I forgot it.
It's sexy name too.
I like Chase.
Shout out to Drew Barrymore. She looked good as fuck in this too. I was never a big Drew Barrymore fan. As far as like, oh my gosh, she's so hot. I was like, she's all right. Like,
neither with Nicole Kidman until I saw this. Continue. Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off.
Wow. Charlie's Angels, Lucy Liu was mine. So that's what I was looking at. But the only other thing that I was like, Drew Barrymore is a bad bitch was Donnie Darko. This, I was like, all right, I see it for Drew in this. Baddie alert. All of those things, yes. Okay, the next thing that I want to talk about, Val Kilmer's Batman, not very smart. This guy fell into every trap, every easy trap to see from 100 fucking miles away. Every trap that Two-Face laid, he fell right into it. The fucking party that Nigma throws, and they set him up to go in the machine. Sir, what? He's not, Val Kilmer's Batman, not very smart. I would say one of my favorite scenes, I guess is going to be my favorite scene, is when Two-Face and the Riddler first link. And it's like, they squashed all their beef, blah, blah, blah. And they go on like their robbing spree and they're like, da, 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 da. And they're breaking, into the jewelers and they're driving in the car and they're counting the money and they're going all crazy. That's probably my favorite scene. It was fire. I love all the shots of like the city. They probably built like a mini city and, just had it kind of lit up or whatever. Like I loved it. Like all of like the lights and the neon and I was loving it. As far as like scenes that I hated, the only part that I could think of was kind of like in the opening scene with that fucking security guard. Let's fucking talk about this guy, because that was the only part of this movie that I was like, hey, stop it. That's the only part of this movie where I was like, I don't know.
At the very beginning.
At the first fucking 5 minutes. Okay, let's talk about the security guard. He drops his hearing aid at one point, or Batman takes his hearing aid.
Mhm.
Look, I'm not ableist. Disabled people should definitely be in the workforce. Let's find you a suitable job, sir. You're securing a fucking bank and you are blind because you wear glasses. And you are also deaf because you wear a hearing aid. You've got Helen Keller standing security guard at your fucking bank. No fucking wonder Two-Face and his goons ran up in this and they stole the whole fucking vault. They just stole it. Look, that was the only scene that I was like, I can't get with this, bro. We gotta get this guy the fuck out.
It was a rough start. It was a rough start.
I'll give the movie overall, I'll still give it 4 out of 5. I mean, they had Seal on the soundtrack.
At the credits, though, that was so random.
They had Seal on the. I just remember the music video back in the day, baby, and it's all dramatic. It was so good. You're tripping, bro. I know you didn't like it that much, so I know you're about to rail on it. I fucking loved it, and I'm not big on like camp shit, but like, let's bring back fun into like superhero shit, like the Deadpool, the Harley Quinn movie, Birds of Prey. Loved it. Also, is a little campy. Let's bring that shit back in the superhero shit because I liked this. Let's
Let me get going with mine. So definitely different opinions. This one we're not as aligned as we were in Spice World.
I already know.
I'll try to make it quick. So first things first. Two-Face, way too jokery. Like way too jokery. They're like, hey, we're not gonna do the Joker in this movie. The way he's like laughing and giggling and jogging around, that's not Two-Face to me.
You know what? I'll give you that. But at this point, so this is what, 95? The only movie that I can think of that came before this was the one with is it Danny DeVito?
Yeah, no, Jack Nicholson was the Joker in like the 80s.
Oh, you're right.
Also,
you're right.
the animated series has already been out, and he's always like kind of like flamboyant one. And they made one thing though, cool ass suit on Two-Face. He had like a regular black suit on one side. The other side was like it looked like it was like pinstripe, zebra stripe, but it was like different colors. His face looked like those Pop-Tarts though. I don't know if you remember those limited edition Pop-Tarts, like the purple ones with the
like the purple with the blue icing.
Yeah. I can't get behind Val Kilmer as Batman. Like, first of all, I looked up his height. The first scene you see him as Bruce Wayne, they've got a motherfucker towering over him instantly. This guy Fred that works at the fucking at Wayne Enterprises, I think, or wherever he works. This dude's like 5 inches taller than him. So instantly you're looking at Bruce Wayne, you're like, this little fucking short guy is a superhero. And I looked it up. He's taller than Christian Bale, but they never do Christian Bale that dirty in these movies. Might as well have fucking Jonathan Taylor Thomas playing Batman in this movie. This fucker was not physically imposing at all. How he gets to the Batcave is super dope. It's like a slide, but it says he's going like 200 miles per hour, and he's in that bitch for a while. So I'm like, are you going to the center of the earth, or where the fuck are we going here? So that was a little flawed as well. Batmobile was slow as shit. There's a chase scene. And I could have caught that motherfucker in my 2013 Honda Civic. That shit was so goddamn slow. All that shit, the exhaust, the fire coming out the back for what? Worst Batmobile I've ever seen. I'm with you on Nicole Kidman. I always thought Nicole Kidman was beautiful. She was in the beautiful category. She wasn't in the hot category, wasn't the sexy category. She was the beautiful category. Sexy as shit in this movie.
Sexy.
Thirsty, though. Thirsty. In the second, she was Batman once, and then she's like waiting in lingerie for him on a rooftop. I'm like, relax, girl. Okay, don't make yourself this readily available.
Bro, it was in front of Commissioner Gordon throwing it.
That's also the worst Commissioner Gordon of all time. We don't got time for that.
Worst one.
Their whole evil plan also trash. It's like a fourth grader wrote it. They're like, guess what we're going to do? We're going to put 3D boxes that'll read your mind, and I'm going to get so smart that I'm going to figure out who Batman is. That shit was stupid as hell. And it was... Also, the way they defeated him, way too easy. Like once Batman, once he gets to his evil lair, which I don't know when they took the time to build this shit. All of a sudden, he's got this badass lair in 2 weeks. I don't know what kind of construction team he's got.
Right.
Once he gets there, he just uses one little device, throws that bitch, it explodes.
Boom.
Then he throws a whole bunch of coins at Two-Face. Two-Face like, oh no, coins! Falls off a cliff or something. Like it was way too easy to defeat them. I'm like, really? This is anticlimactic.
It was very low stakes. I'll give you that.
Also, Joker, I don't know how his hair, I don't know if he was putting extensions in, his hair length kept fluctuating. I'm like, are you just dyeing that shit every night and then going back to your regular shit, then dyeing it red and then cutting that shit off into a military style haircut? None of that made any sense. The worst scene in the movie is this random scene they have. Oh, also, Robin supposed to be like 17 years old, at least 28. They're like
Robin.
he's supposed to be a minor, and he's like, yeah, I don't want to go to social service. They said something. I was like, bitch, you are a grown ass man. So there's a scene where he's like doing his laundry, but he's like doing kung fu while doing his laundry. The cringiest shit I've seen in a long time. Worst scene in the movie. Best scene is when the Joker is wreaking havoc in the Batcave and he's just blowing shit up, like throwing these little duck bombs. He's got a whole bunch of hilarious one-liners. There's a
Yeah.
part where they're playing, and he like winds up for the pitch. Shit was hilarious. Jim Carrey is fantastic in the movie. Again, Tommy Lee Jones, I didn't like their rendition of Two-Face. I'm a big Batman guy. I just thought, again, too jokery for me. But I think Jim Carrey saves the movie. I give it 2.5 stars, but it probably would have been 1 star had it not been for Jim Carrey. Jim Carrey, it was an enjoyable watch, but there was too much dumb shit. There was too much shit. I was just like, I can't. And that's my review. That's the test of time. We're now going to move into our boomer moment of the week, which just gives us a chance to complain about something that's pissed us off. Sorry if I cut you off there. I just know we're probably going to get that 10-minute warning, like 30 minutes when we need like 30 minutes left. So we're going to roll into it. And our boomer moment of the month, boomer moment of the week, not the month. Mine for this week, I had one lined up, and then I saw something that pissed me off the other day, and I had to bring this up. I hate when people reply all to emails
Oh,
at work.
death blow. Death
So,
blow.
first of all, if you're the boss, I get it, right? Or if you have like a team of like 5 folks and y'all just all talk to each other, I get it. If you're at a company with more than like 10 people and you're replying all to an email, I hate you. Because here's what you're doing. You're not like doing it out of the goodness of your heart. You're not doing it because you're a team player. You're doing it because you want people to think that about you. Like I won an award the other day and they sent an email out and they were like, and this lady like emails me like, congratulations, like congratulations, Joey, to email to like all 100 employees or whatever. I'm like, you have my phone number.
It just
You
said
could
this.
just reply. You don't have to reply all. You're not doing this to congratulate me. You're doing this so people see you congratulate me. So like, oh, when they're up for a promotion, you know what? They're a big team player. They say congratulations. When I used to work in schools, it was the same shit. It's always, not in this case I'm talking about right now, but in schools, it was always like the trashiest employees that would reply all. I'm like, you're not fooling me. Like you can't just like half-ass do a shitty job all the time and then just reply all to an email and think I'm just gonna forget everything else and just think you're an awesome employee. That shit bugs the shit out of me. Reply if you're a real one, you're gonna come up to me and tell me something, or you're gonna text me, or you're gonna call me, or you're gonna email me one-on-one. I am the king of reply, not reply all. If I really feel good for you, I'm gonna directly message you. I hate reply all. It's either for people who don't know how to work technology or for people who are fake. And that's my boomer moment of the week.
All right, my moment this week. Have you updated your iPhone recently? Actually, you know what, Grandpa? Never mind. I know you have an iPhone too.
Pretty sure it does it
So
automatically. So
the new iPhone update, the fucking photo album. Let's talk about it because I don't know who it's helping. They inverted the whole thing. It used to be you scroll down and you're going back in time. They flipped the entire thing. So now you scroll up to go back in time. It's a huge. I'm just like, who is this helping? The new shit that they implemented, like with the media types and albums, that shit is ugly. It doesn't help anybody. The fucking interface is garbage. I don't know who came up with this and who thought it was going to improve the system. But if we have been scrolling down to go back in time for the past 5 years, who in the fuck does it help to completely invert it? And now you got to go the opposite way. Like now my thumb just be like, where are we going, bitch? I don't even know. And then the search function is completely fucking busted. I'm so sick of the Apple updates. I'm sick of the fucking photo album and trying to navigate that bullshit. I don't even I just be saving them screenshots and moving on and never looking at them hoes again.
one thing I noticed too, I don't know if this is from this update, but they also all of a sudden like all these photos are getting saved. I already don't like when someone texts you a picture automatically saves to your album. And then I'm like, all of a sudden,
Bro,
I'm seeing some from like 6 years ago. I'm like, dog, what if like you're like dating? I'm just thinking about like, what if you're, luckily I've been with my wife for a long time. What if you're like exchanging stuff with somebody years ago, all of a sudden that shit saved to your album from whenever
bro, no, I'm glad you brought that up because people be like
you got
texting me
nudies in your phone
pictures.
from 2016. I see you, girl.
Yeah, and no. This is a
This
12.
popped up.
This is a 12, motherfucker. It's at least, actually, it might be a 13. It's a 12 or a 13. Anyways, no, I'm glad you brought that up because now when people text you pictures, they automatically go to your photo out. What the fuck are we doing, Apple? I don't like it. I don't like seeing other people's pictures in my photo album that I didn't save.
That I'm not in.
The fuck?
We've got 8 minutes and 24 seconds left.
Get into quick news. Let's go.
We're getting into it. So quick.
Actually,
news.
I'm going first on quick news. Are we ready?
I can explain it. So quick news is a chance for us to just cover 5 hot topics from the week in rapid pace, which we're going to try to do today for real because we just got behind the 8 ball early. So now we're just rushing through everything, and we're not paying for the upgraded version of Zoom until somebody pays for it for us. Corinne, you have the first question, I believe.
Joseph, a woman was killed in Florida yesterday during a canoe trip with her husband. You're out in Florida. Is this a white people activity that you'll be engaging in soon?
I'm all about certain white people activities. I like outdoor activities as well, but you got to know what's in the water, man. Like the older I get, the scared I get of like open forms of water, whether it's the ocean, the Gulf with sharks and shit like that. And out here we got a lot of gators, crocodiles. I'm not risking that shit. I got to know there's nothing in the water, so I'm gonna do some thorough research. If I know it's a clear area where it's only fishies in there, I'm definitely doing it. If there's any risk at all, I'm not doing that shit. Your boy George Pickens got traded. I woke up to that news this morning to the Dallas Cowboys for draft picks. How does that make you feel? I know you're excited about the DK Metcalf George Pickens combo.
Okay, I was excited. I was hopeful and excited to see them for at least 1 year, but GP is a problem child.
Mm-hmm.
I knew that we were going to cut the cord at some point. I did think that we were going to get at least 1 year with him in DK, but bro, just one more reason to hate Dallas. Fuck the Cowboys. Fuck GP. I do got a GP jersey, and I'm gonna probably rock that. You know what? I might sell that. Hey, fuck GP, bro. Fuck him. He can ball out in Dallas if he wants to, which he won't.
I think if you buy with a certain credit card, you can return it and get a real what was that? There was like the one credit card ad where it's like if you buy a jersey, they get traded, you can get a new jersey or something.
Damn, I didn't see that, bro.
I don't know what credit card it is though, so you probably don't have it. Maybe you do though. I don't know.
All right, Joey. The Met Gala was Monday. Were you feeling any of those dandy, funky ass outfits? Did you? I know you're a fashionista, so I am.
You can tell by my t-shirt.
I'm excited to hear your fucking take.
When I tell you this, I don't think I can find anything that I care less about than the fucking Met Gala. Like, it's just an excuse for people to dress like they live in the fucking Capitol in the Hunger Games. Like, I don't know what this shit is. Everybody's got capes. Everybody's got weird fucking hats. Like, you know what I like? Suits that are kind of cool, that are kind of normal. So I like looked through the list. I tried to prep for this, but all the people's shit I kind of liked was people I'd never heard of, and I was about to write down a whole bunch of random ass names just to list them. I like the outfits that were the most like normal outfits. The weirder they got, the less I like them. It's not a fucking costume party, or maybe it is. I don't even understand what the Met Gala is.
It is a costume party.
Oh, I guess it is a costume party. I don't give a shit about it. I don't like it. I'm moving on. Trump is placing 100% tariff on films made abroad. Are you worried that your precious movies might be in jeopardy?
I do think that the production of films is going to start if this shit is actually implemented, you know, he'd be up and down with it. I do think it is going to be a problem for shit to get produced. I wouldn't say that I'm worried about it. Look, man, whatever hits Hulu, whatever hits the theaters, I'm gonna watch it. It's what I can't care. I can't care anymore. I can't. Whatever gets to me gets to me. Whatever gets made gets made. You know, my boy Quentin Tarantino, my boy David Fincher,
Racist.
Nolan.
Not
Their
Fincher.
shit is gonna be out there.
One thing you can guarantee about Tarantino, there's gonna be some violence. There's gonna be some N-words in there. There's something wrong with that.
Let's talk about the Rockets. Because they're out of the playoffs. And I know they're on vacation smoking cigars right now. So, is Tillman the owner of the Rockets, or is Steph Curry, Draymond, Steve Kerr, do the fucking Warriors own the Rockets? Which we all know is a yes.
This is just like a bad dream that you keep having. You ever have recurring dreams that just like you have them over and over again? They have like deeper meanings. This one's not a deeper meaning. It's just the fucking Rockets can't beat the Warriors. So last time we recorded, we were in game 5. So they won. The Rockets won 2 straight games to push to a game 7. So that was great. Everybody I talked to was confident. I was not, because this shit's happened 4 times already. And then, of course, Buddy Hield has a big game, a bigger game than his teeth. This fool hits a game. Have you seen this man's teeth before? Boys can't close his mouth. Looks like an angry beaver. Nine a career or a NBA record for threes hit in a game. The Rockets offense looked like a 5-year-old's YMCA team. It was awful. Overall, great improvement by the Rockets. Still a lot of heartbreak, still a lot of agony. Will I watch next year? Absolutely. Will they get Kevin Durant? I sure hope so. That is quick news. Now we're going to go to recommendations with 3 minutes and 20 seconds left on the clock. What is your recommendation for, or is it my turn? Doesn't matter. You go.
It do not matter. Okay, it is Asian American and Pacific Islander Heritage Month. So I don't know if we're going to be able to do this every week, but this week I am recommending Past Lives by Celine Song. Love that fucking movie. Currently, it's on Netflix and Paramount. It's a romance movie. It has like a very typical like plot, but it is done in a fucking amazing way. I probably gave it 5 out of 5 stars. It's a really good movie. I also wanted to say that if anybody does want a recommendation on a movie, they can always hit me up on IG. That's my @ right there. So you don't have to wait a fucking Friday every fucking week for me to give a recommendation. If you want one, feel free to hit me up. I got no problem recommending the movie anytime, any day. Just let me know. But yeah, so I'm recommending Past Lives this week. It's a really good movie. It's like romance ish. But yeah, that's what I got. What you got?
Watch the NBA playoffs. This shit is good right now. We started this episode later than we usually do because another game that came down to the wire. It's like literally 4 out of the last 5 games came down to like the last possession. It's been like a game-winning bucket or a game-winning defensive possession every game. This shit is so good. Like I can't believe it. Only game that was trash was the Warriors in T-Wolves game yesterday. We're filming on a Wednesday, so this is on Tuesday. So if there's a better game tomorrow, I'll be, it was a great game. Watch the NBA playoffs. If you're not a big NBA fan, but you like enjoy competitive environments, like NBA is already my favorite league, and the playoffs have just been outstanding this year. So go check that out, and you won't regret it. Unless you hate sports, then you'll definitely regret it. Don't do that to yourself. Or unless you're trying to get into sports, this might be the time that you do it.
Going out to watch one of the whatever game is Friday night. I think it's Thunder and Nuggets. Is it Thunder and Nuggets?
It'll be Thunder and Nuggets, yeah.
I'm going out to watch that one.
So meanwhile, I'm telling you, it's a good series. Every game's good. The fucking Thunder are winning by 22 right now. So in the second quarter. So
let's go.
Maybe not every game's a good game. Still watch the shit. Episode 9.
Wrap it up, man. Wrap the fuck up. We came this close this week.
You know why? It was just that something about because we had to like get very specific. I feel like on the bottom 5 with specific episodes. I feel like we're just giving synopsis instead of our personal opinion. But you know, well, maybe. Hope I didn't say anything dumb this episode. Every episode I watch or listen to after we do, I make a mistake or say something stupider, or like something inaccurate, and I try to be accurate as possible. But
sometimes you just got to give that lore. You got to give that backstory. People need the full, you need a little bit more context sometimes. You can't just say, I hate this person because this. You got to give the whole, you know what? You know what
else? Sometimes, or all the time, you got to stay fly. We're out.